Hi everyone, welcome back to Earl Grey Books. I'm Ellie and today I am here to do my January TBR, in which I'm going to talk about the Goodreads Choice Readathon, a couple of book club things, a buddy read, and so forth. So we're going to start with the Goodreads Choice Readathon. Going to share a little bit of information about it first. So this is created and hosted by Sam from Goodreads. If you don't follow her already, I highly recommend it. I love her videos and so excited about this readathon. There were a couple this month that I was considering doing, but none that really fit in as well as this one. So I selected this as my only readathon for January, trying to have a reasonably chill month. Don't really know what to expect this month, so thought I would kind of keep my reading relaxed and then don't have to stress too much about stuff. So my favorite part about this readathon is that I managed to slip 3 of my haul revisit books on here. You'll see my video for that next week, my next video. So I managed to sneak some of those on here, which I'm very happy about. So I've picked out to read 6 books. There are 5 prompts. I decided to not really do any of them apart from one, which we'll get to in a minute, but we're just going to go through them. So let's start with the ones that I managed to sneak on from my haul revisit. So I have Concrete Rose by Angie Thomas, which is the prequel to The Hate U Give. And I did write down on my laptop here, which I then closed, when these are from. So this was 2021, and it was nominated for Best YA. And then I have The Once and Future Witches by Alex E. Harrow, which was Best Fantasy, or nominated for Best Fantasy in 2020. Excited about this one as well. And then also from 2020, Best Fantasy and Best Debut, I have The Bone Shard Daughter by Andrea Stewart. All of these have bookmarks in, but I only recently started this one. So I'm actually going to continue it a little bit into the readathon, which I didn't even tell you when it starts. It starts on the 1st, goes to the 14th. So we're already a few days into it when this video is up. But yeah, I think that this might take me at least a few days. So I'm going to read a little bit of this in the lead up. So next one I have is Our Violent Ends by Chloe Gong. I was really hoping to sneak this one into 2021, but I've got a few days left of the year and I just don't think it's going to happen. So I'm just going to put it on here instead. This was again from 2021. I think it's Best YA Fantasy. I didn't write that one down, but I think it's that. So we have that. And then I'm also going to try and sneak Iron Widow by Ziran J. Zhao into that. 2 weeks. We're going to see how we go. This was also from 2021, and I believe it's also Best YA Fantasy. Yep. So I have those. And then the last one I have was the prompt that I decided to follow, which was poll pick. So I just put up the poll about an hour ago as I'm filming this, but I'm going to tell you about the 4 books that I put in, and at the moment there is very much a clear winner and we'll see when it comes to January what I will end up reading. So the ones that I have on there are Lovely War by Julie Berry, Last Night at the Telegraph Club by Melinda Lowe, Six Crimson Cranes by Elizabeth Lim, and For the Wolf by Hannah Whitten. So yes, at the moment Six Crimson Cranes is definitely in the lead, but we will see by the time the poll ends whether that's going to be the one I end up reading. Honestly, happy to read any of these, so it wasn't like I kind of put a few in that I wasn't sure about. I'd be quite happy to read any of them. Next up, I want to talk about some book clubs that I'm going to join. I want to try and join in with more book clubs in 2022, whether that just be, like I just join in for the months that I'm interested in. We'll see how it goes. So, the first one I want to talk about is, of course, the book club that I am a co-host for, and that is the Last to Read book club. For the last 3 months, so November, December, and January, we've been reading the Arc of the Scythe series by Neil Shusterman. I believe Mel and Lana talked about this a little bit in the live show for Scythe, but I have decided not to continue with the series. I ended up DNFing Scythe in November, and that was because turns out reading a book about a world in which people can't die is not particularly comforting when you're a person who deals very much with grief. So I really tried, but I decided for my mental health that it wasn't a good pick for me, and that I would just skip this part of the book club. So I'm very excited to be back in February when we'll be reading The Witch King by H.E. Edgmond, but I will not be on the live shows because I obviously don't really have an opinion about the books that I haven't read. But I thought I would just quickly mention that in case you're someone who is following along with us and you're like, hey, where's Ellie? So yeah, that's it. And then I have, for Jan, I have one other book club that I'm interested in joining. I might look for a few others, but right now I'm just going to be joining the Read Trans book club. So this, I'm not sure who created / runs the book club. It doesn't say on their Twitter, but they are still running the poll for the January book as I'm filming, but right now it looks like the book might be Light from Uncommon Stars by Raika Oweki, which looks like a kind of like sci-fi found family sort of thing, which sounds really cute. And I don't know, like the description just kind of makes it sound like it's going to be a fun read. Not super into sci-fi, but it looks like it will kind of be light and full of like fun, adorable banter. And that sounds like the kind of sci-fi that I could get into. So I think that might be the winner judging on the poll right now. But if something else wins, I will try and find that too. So yes, that's the book club I'm going to join in this month, and I'm going to look into some others maybe. So I have those, and then I want to talk about quickly one buddy read that I'm going to be doing. Yes, this might be a good segue into saying that I'm putting on hold the buddy reads that I do with Mel. We've been reading through the Discworld series by Terry Pratchett. I'm about 2 months behind and I just haven't been in the mood for Pratchett lately, so I'm going to take a little bit of a break from it for maybe a month or two, and then I will reassess if I can keep up with reading one a month. We'll see. But the other thing I'm going to be buddy reading is The Boy from the Mish by Gary Lonesborough. I will be buddy reading this with my friend Eli. We have a few buddy reads organised over the next few months, so this is going to be the one we're starting with. Very excited. This is a YA contemporary. It is LGBTQ plus rep and also First Nations rep. Both own voices. Very excited for it. So we'll be reading that one in Jan. And yeah, I think that's it. Obviously I'm going to try and read some other things during the month. There will probably be, there's a high chance that I will not read some of these, but I'm going to give them my best shot. And that's all for today's video. I will also be sharing a quick video next week about the books that I have picked to read as part of the Invisible Cities project for the next 2 months, and I thought that deserved a video of its own, so you'll see that soon. As for now, that's the end of the video. I will see you all next time. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.